Hello, Patreon, or I say patron, I don't know, Patreon people. First of all, thanks for being here, thanks for supporting me, and I haven't done a video in a while, and I thought I'll vent a little bit here. This Phil guy on, what was it? Oh, on the Fender GT40 video said, well, you know, now Fender is trying to be all schmoozy with me, and I'm bending over backwards, and let me talk about my relationships with companies and how I try to handle that. The thing that really bugged me most was that he said, and he thinks, and I try to be reasonable, I try to explain exactly, because my process is transparent. I want you guys to know how the channel works and how it's financed and all this. He said, the only reason I'm bitching about Kemper is because I didn't get one from them, and then I feel the need to trash them. I never talked to Kemper. I talked to amp manufacturers, and they told me their plight. They told me their situation, and then I voiced that concern and the ethics behind this obviously great product. Now, if Kemper wanted to come and have coffee with me, they can. Do I want one? No, I don't. Why would I? I have amps. And I don't want to support what they do. But saying that I'm saying something bad about a product because the company doesn't want to work with me is completely utter ridiculous bullshit. So let me give you a couple of examples. Mesa Boogie. I bought at a deal, but I bought the Mesa Boogie Mark 525. It's still in the rack down there. Now, I worked with Meinl, the German distributor. They really wanted me to push Mesa Boogie and do stuff with them and show the product. So I showed the pedals, I showed the amp. And based on that, I sold quite a few, or they sold quite a few. People sent me, you guys sent me your pictures and saying, look, here's my new Mesa Boogie. I loved how it sounded on your channel, which is what the whole thing is about. Open, honest usage and reviews of gear. And go away. And then, you know, you might like it, you might not like it. So that's the idea. And then I talked to Mesa Boogie at NAMM, and they were like, oh, we don't care. That's Europe. What the fuck do we care? Play a different amp. I'm like, well, I sold these things for you. I want to have a relationship with you. And they're like, oh, we don't care. So they were really assish about it, which I now heard from some other YouTubers. That's just how they are. They told me straight out, oh, we don't pay for videos, and we also don't give stuff away. So they pretty much want stuff for free. Well, they can't have stuff for free. If I can't have stuff for free, which isn't free, I work for it, okay? I make videos that cost a lot of money. I don't know, there's probably, I don't know how many thousands of euro of camera gear there is, and time and expertise, and we know this. It's not just something I whip out of, you know, my pants, which is also impressive if I do that, whatever. So the idea is, Mesa Boogie doesn't get it. If someone asks me about the Mark 525, do I say it's a shitty amp because I don't like Mesa Boogie? No, fuck, I don't do that. I tell them it's a good amp. It's a little bit overpriced in Europe because there's a distributor in between. In America, $1,500, great amp. In Germany, $2,000. Well, okay, it's still a good amp. It's a great pedal platform, and it's a good piece of gear, very small. I would never trash a piece of gear because the company are idiots. Now, I tried to get a Kiesel in here and show you guys Kiesel guitars because I've had that question quite a bit. What do you think of Kiesel? Now, Kiesel wanted to give me a 25% discount, which is very nice, but that still means I have to fork over quite a bit of money to advertise for the company. And out of principle, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to buy stuff so that I can advertise for the company. Advertising costs money. It makes no sense for me for a manufacturer to, I don't want to say get rich off me, but make money on me, and then I go to work and advertise. Okay, I mean, technically they should put in some money, which if they build me a guitar, that's putting in some money. Maybe I don't get any cash, that's fine, but at least I have something in my hand that I can show to people, okay, that I didn't pay for. Now, Kiesel and I, we couldn't come to an agreement. That's all fine. Great guy. Great guitars. When people ask me, I tell them exactly what my experience is, which is I played them at NAMM for a few minutes. This year at NAMM I had one in my hand. They're great guitars. They're super pretty. Just because I couldn't figure out a deal with Kiesel, I'm going to trash the product? Hell no. Why would I? If it's a good product, it's a good product. JHS. Okay, I had some JHS pedals here from Thomann because I do Thomann videos. Right now, I am working, right there's my setup. I'm working on Thomann videos all week, actually. I'm doing 30 of them. And I had them here, so I could test them for Thomann, and I actually decided to do 1 or 2 videos on the Angry Charlie and the Andy Timmons because I had them here. No money. I just had the pedal here and I thought, hey, this is so cool. I want to show it to you guys. Based on that, Phil X bought a pedal, which is, hey, Phil says, Henning, if you can make me buy a pedal, you know the channel is working. That was big honor for me. I wrote that at JHS, and the guy from JHS was like, dude, way cool. Pick 4 pedals, whatever you want, we'll send it to you. Now, I said to them, it's always better if it's coming from the distributor because then the company restocks the distributor, I get the pedals good. So no money was about to change hands, but I would have had some cool JHS pedals that I would have wanted to show to you. What I get from companies or what I want from companies is not always what I think I really want, but it's also something that I think is cool to show. It might be their newest product. When I talk to companies, I'm thinking about what is in their best interest, what is something that you want to see, and of course a little bit like, oh, that's cool shit, I want it. So it all kind of factors in. And the distributor, their former distributor, now they're with a great distributor, but the former distributor in France were total dickheads. They've lost deals with many pedal manufacturers because they're idiots, and they just, JHS wrote to them and said, hey, can you get this guy some pedals? They didn't respond, more and more emails between JHS and me. And in the end, the distributor said, oh no, we have a pedal guy that we send stuff to. So the manufacturer says, hey, go send this guy some pedals. The distributor says, oh no. That's why they're not with him anymore. But bottom line is, I never got JHS pedals because JHS said, well, then there's nothing we can do. It would have been something they could have done, but bottom line, I didn't get JHS pedals. If you ask me about a JHS pedal, am I gonna say it's a bad pedal because that happened? No! They're fucking great. Every single time I got one on the table, I just had the Morning Glory V4. It's a whole other ballgame. Great pedals. So no, whatever manufacturer problems I might have or distributor issues or whatever happens on that level might affect what products I show because I might not get my hands on them. But I will never talk badly about a product because I don't like the company. I will talk badly about the company because I don't like the company, but not about the product. Those are not related. Okay, whether you want to buy a product or not, based on if the people are cool, that's different. For me, that matters. Okay, for me, it matters whether Mesa cares about their users and the YouTubers, and whether they're fair to people. There are companies that are more than fair. Keeley, for example. KHDK. I did the Thomann demo for KHDK pedal for free because I had it here. I thought, well, you know what? I really want, on the product page, I want this pedal to be represented. And I did it for free, and I did the video for free. The demo on my channel, review. And the guy wouldn't have had to pay. David Karen still did. He's a stand-up guy. He said, no, I want you to have money for this. Boutique amp distribution. Great, super fair people. There are some people who understand the value of what I do and they're willing to pay. There are some companies that simply can't. Small pedal manufacturers. They still need coverage. They still need channels like mine to show what they're doing. And if I'm telling them the same price that I'm telling Vox for a video, they would never be able to do it. So you know what? They don't pay. There's some companies that I've had a relationship with since I had 2,000-3,000 subscribers. You know what? I told them, you'll never pay a dime here. You have a new pedal, you'll send it, you get a video. Because you've been there for me when I was nobody, and I will never forget that. Okay, so there are many, many factors in what shows up on my channel and the relationships I have with companies. But A, it will never affect what I say about the product, ever. Will they get money for it or not? Now, as for the GT40, is it a brilliant amp? Fuck no. Does it have amazing tube-like sounds? Absolutely not. Is it, for $240, a great practice tool that's lightweight, has a lot of sounds, gets you an idea of what different pedals do, gets you practicing with Bluetooth connectivity and all that stuff? Yes, it does. It's a practice amp. Now, if the big ones sound like this, just louder, that's a big no. Because taking those in a band, not happening. That little one, people were like, well, you can get a small tube amp and a pedal board and this. Oh, fuck. Yeah, get a beginner, a small tube amp and a pedal board and a power supply and cables and all this. No, you can't do that for $240. And have them also play along to a track from their phone. Completely ridiculous, okay? And also, playing with an app is not the same thing as playing with a small amp, dialing in a preset and going. So my verdict stands. The amp, for what it is great. Does it have amazing sounds? No, it doesn't. It has a wide variety of classic sounds. And for practicing travel or a beginner, it is absolutely great. That's what I say, and I stand by that. Now, again, what my relationships are with companies, I try to be as open as I possibly can. Now, Fender is a big company. We talked, we had a run-in where, they said, well, you can't do this and you can't do this because of the Thomann demos I'm doing. And that's why I've been making fun of them. And I've openly told them that I've been making fun of them, and they know that. I even called them assholes in one video because I was pissed. And I have the highest respect for a guy that drives for 2 hours, sits on my couch, drinks coffee with me, and openly looks me in the face and says, you called us assholes. What was your beef on that day? It takes some balls to do that. And that's what they did. And I tipped my hat to them, and I said, okay, you know what, someone who is cool enough to call me on it, let's talk about it. So, Fender didn't understand social media, they didn't understand YouTube, but they want to. They want to get in the game. And I never had a problem with the products. I had a problem with how they emailed me. So we got that out of the way. So let's do some Fender. Now, complete open. They said, well, and I can understand why. When you do Fender amp, could you please use non-copies? They call every Tele style and Strat style guitar that's not a Fender, they call them copies. That's their old brand factory kind of corporate decree. And I said, yeah, well, we could do that. And the reasoning was, if they wanted to post my review on the official Fender Facebook site, which has 2.5 million followers, they wouldn't be able to do it if I used my Nick Johnston Schecter, for example. And that's a good point. If I want to be shared by Fender, then if I do a Fender amp, it makes sense that the T and S types are Fender guitars, if I want to be shared. Now, whether I will in the future completely always only use Fender guitars in my reviews when I do other Fender gear, I don't know, probably not. Because it's not me, it's not honest, I'll play whatever I want to play on that day. And if they get a great guitar in here that I love playing, sure I pick it off the wall. Just like I pick off my Maybach and my Schecter and my LS, Of course. But they'd have to get something in here that I really honestly enjoy playing and not play because I think I have to. Because I wouldn't. If they have good stuff, I want to show it to you. I want to test some Squiers and see if they're good. I haven't so far. I want to get my hands on that. Charvel Sandemos was a great guitar, and they're sending me one now so I can use it. I've already reviewed it. I said it's great. Just didn't like the color; it was a little bit too black. But now, they're sending one over for me to use. That's cool. I'm open about this. They're sending one. I'm not paying for that. They're sending a Gretsch for me to try, and of course a new Pro Series American Professional. I think that's what it's called. Strat and Tele. Am I only going to use those? Fuck no. If they're halfway decent, I'll use them a bit, I'll show them, I'll talk about it, I'll get used to them and then say, hey, for the money this is good or it's not good. They're gonna have to get how this works. They can't buy me. But if they want me to do stuff for them, they have to pay me. There's a big difference, okay? There's a big difference between For that, they get whatever they want me to say, which they will not. Or for that, they get that I work with them. Look, I said I can do any review I want. Any review I want. That means I can buy 4 Squires at Thomann, review them and say whatever the fuck I want and send them back. Do I get paid by Fender then? No. But I can do that and give you guys an honest review. I can take one in the yard, take a big ass dump on it, and this is exactly what I told them. Exactly. I can take a big dump on it, and, well, then obviously I can't send it back. But I can do that, and I put it on YouTube. So the benefit for them of working with me is that they have a little bit of control over what they're sending me, what new products they want to feature, and have a dialogue with me. I get them and say, look, I mean, this isn't so nice, and how can I say that in the video, you know, without you being too pissed, but with me still being honest about it, because that's kind of uncool. If something is too uncool, and I really have to say, look guys, don't buy this, we might opt out and not do a review. That's the choice they have if I work with them, but that's all the control they're gonna have here. We have a dialogue, which I have with many companies, and the relationship with companies varies greatly. Okay, it really depends on most of the times I become great friends with them. They become buddies. They'd be people that, you know, just if they come by, they can hang out in my guest room and sleep here if they want to. I mean, most of these people are not business partners. They become friends. And I like working for friends. I like doing stuff for friends. I like telling them, look, you know what, fuck it, send the guitar over, I make you a video, and it doesn't cost you anything because I'm just excited about working with you. So I hope this gives you a little bit of background of how this works. I always say everything's possible. You can always get a video done here. Whether I do 3 reviews and you leave a good guitar for that here, which, what's that for? Well, to do more advertising for that damn thing. Okay? I have enough guitars to play. Or whether I get paid with a big time varying scale of money depending on how big is the company, what's my relationship with them, is it a brand new product that I'm also eager to show, maybe I give them a break. Hey, I try to get as much as I can, obviously, but YouTubers are still, for their services, not in any way paid remotely like a print ad, which hopefully will change. In the end, and I will never ever hopefully forget this, I do it for you because you guys trust me, and I will not betray that trust. The company comes second, you come first. And if there's something that's crap, I have something sitting over there that I could make a video for right now and collect €400 for a video that's gonna take me 3 hours to do. I haven't done it because I don't think I can say too much positive stuff about it. I've been dragging my feet on this for 8 weeks now. So I might choose not to do the review and not drag it in the mud because I don't want to lie to you. So I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do the review unless I really think that I have an angle on it where I can say, well, if this is what you're looking for, this it does well, this it does not so well. Okay, if I find some kind of angle and some kind of value in it, I'll make a review. Whether the company then wants to pay me for it, if I'm not all like, whoa, this is amazing. It's not amazing, okay? But I'd rather not take the $400 than find some made-up way of telling you it's amazing, which is just stupid. Thank you for your support. It really means the world to me. I didn't want to drag this onto my channel. I thought about making this video for my channel. Whatever. I simply blocked that idiot that made that comment that really pissed me off, saying I talk bad about Kemper because I didn't get one. And he just was not in any way like going away from that argument. It really pissed me off yesterday. So I don't like censorship, so I left all the comments there, but I blocked him from making further comments. I don't want to read that shit. I don't want to go through my day being pissed off because I make videos for you guys. Okay, that's just not how it should work. Thank you. I love you. Like, seriously. Like, love. Like, not penis kind of love, that's weird, but like I really appreciate what you do for me. Thanks.